Okay, back again. So this it's now not a date. It's still failing there though, right? Yeah, it's still failing there. String was not recognized as valid date time. What the? So transaction, it's not a date time now. I changed it to string. Right, what was it before? Date time, and then do this again, and it's the same error, right? Yeah, it's the same error. What is the format of it? SQL light date format. Date C#. String was yeah, that's what I'm getting. And screw that. Doesn't list what his table looks like, so that makes it more difficult. So let date time be a date time class. What? Oh, he's actually using a string. Reader to string. End date. It's formatting it as a string. Why? To your database field, date time format. This makes no sense. Date and time data type. SQLite does not have storage class set aside for storing dates and or times. Instead, built-in date and time functions of SQLite are capable of storing dates and times as text, real or integer values. So maybe I should be storing it as an integer then. So this has date modified as date time, date created as date time. How do you do it within first. I need this anyway, because I don't remember how to do stuff. List, create an access database. The webcam's fucked up again, hasn't it? Turning the webcam on. Hey, sorry. Sorry. I've turned the webcam off because the webcam was just staying there. I need to unplug it, plug it into a different port, I guess. It's just shitting me. So, what's happening, everyone? No one. This is not helping me with doing a date. How do you do a date? Oh wait, did that say date and I missed it? No, data source, not date. Fine. I don't even have F7 where. Shouldn't bother. SQLite, date time column with entity framework. Temp. You have to change your connection string to something like that. Oh, really? Let's give that a go. Ooh, look at that. It's wrong. It's not what I wanted at all. so the date time then will actually be stored as an integer. Why the hell have I got a string then? Wait, can I enter anything there? Commit it. You can just bloody enter anything, that's stupid. Fine. Is it a string field or what? It's apparently a date. Yeah, I don't know. So what happens if I change this to a date time? Nothing. Is that saying the row's invalid? No, it's because I push delete. Delete that specifically. Come back right now. No. Oh, I'll get rid of this thing now. Hey, that's right. Cool. Okay. So I don't need that now. And right. So now I need this link to the account. Go back. Why not? Fine. Why does it stop there? Oh, okay. How to get featured. Did I ask how to get featured at some point? I think I did. Cool, okay. Very well. I don't know what's going on with this. It's just, oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's halted this screen now. It has. It's halted this screen. Display settings. Okay. I want to go down that block. Revert. It's so stupid. It halts my screen. It might be because I'm streaming that it does it. Okay, move all this back over here. I'm not sure what's going on, but okay. It's gonna frustrate me to no end. Okay, back here. This one here. SQLite code. Sharp code first. That's the same one, isn't it? Is this it? This might have been it. Okay, and then so this one has a list of students. Can I do that? Virtual set, and then from account public virtual list transactions, and obviously list needs to get from no. Oh, is list not in collections anymore? Or is am I missing a reference? That could be it. Reference. Where is list? Or is it not list that I'm after? Doesn't look familiar. Okay, is there another example? Facebook message. Oh. Okay, so here is it going to have example? No, not what I want. Is that the one I just watched? No. my table. Too simple. Next. So to get featured, I have to use an informative stream title. Mine's informative, right? It says VS 2015, SQLite, C#. It's good enough. Stream description, yeah, there's a stream description, but I don't have a, this isn't really a product, this is something new that I'm just playing around with. Complete channel profile, yeah, done that ages ago. Interact with viewers, nobody's chatting, so how can I interact? Only by chatting. Build real products like games, mobile apps and websites. Yes, this is a real product, I guess. Maybe. I'm not just playing around. This has got a purpose. It just may take a while. Started with SQLite. Doing much as far as code firsting, and last time I found something I did. Oh, maybe I should stop using Bing. Let's try Google. Oh yes, not that Google though. Okay, try here. Entity framework. Why did I do that? Okay. No. Nope. So there's the tables. Oh, yeah. So this is the one I was looking for. Yeah, it's a generics list. I thought so. Okay, so list transaction, but this has not got list, it's got iCollection. There we go, so iCollection of that. And then the other side, so that's a virtual iCollection of that. And data values. So does it need this public account? Transactions equals new is correct. Debit context. Save that. Okay. How does it know what the linking field is to get them? Must be all automatic. You reckon? Give it a go. So if I go to here, this will give me the accounts, and then if I go dot transactions, let's see, account transactions dot to-array. Okay, so this is that now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here it's saying that actually that worked. I am surprised. So it's printing wrong, isn't it? No. It does one saving, which is that. Then it does inner one. So I do one. So it's getting, they're all the savings ones then, and that's all the credit ones. So it does work. It's pretty cool. Alright, what's next? What's next? Committing it all. Making sure that I keep it backed up. Show that. Show me the differences. Okay. So that's nothing. It's a new one. Added account and passes. Yes. Okay, and transaction. Yep. Setting changed, just that. How did that? Oh yeah, this is a bug, wasn't it? So compare that. So migrate DB version. What else? This one here. That was just changed to test. So now it performs the migration. Done. Okay, commit them. Right. I'm just coding a budget sort of app. So I'll make it so I can import transactions from my bank transaction list into the program, and then assign I guess jobs to each of the transactions and use it to fix up my budget. I know there's software out there, but I wanted something else to do as well. So this here, and it's got this really interesting name. It's just called Finance. So it's got a wiki. Fun what? What's fun? I can't even remember what I said. I'm too tired, so I like programming, so that's fun. There you go, that's what I meant. Yeah, I just thought I'd give a go, because I saw this budgeting app, and my friend has it. He paid $60 for it, and as far as I could tell, it's a glorified spreadsheet. I can write a glorified spreadsheet, so I'm writing a glorified spreadsheet. But I want to add more functionality into it. One of the things that you do, like I send my mum does my tax return. Great mum. And one of the things is the ability to take photos of your receipts and just have them stored in the database as well. And so I won't need to really keep them so much as I'll just take a photo of them, and then I can send her the entire database and she can look at it and extract the information she needs to do my tax return. So that's another function that I want out of there, plus the ability to handle my budgets properly. So there'll be sort of like an export function to export out the data in the format that she needs, and then she can go through it herself. And I won't necessarily have to worry about lost receipts and things like that either. But the first part I was just working on is just getting it working with SQLite, doing database migration. So now I can add another migration just by adding a update 1 it'll automatically pick that up and do that migration. I just have to remember at the end of a migration to increment the version. So this one, I increment the version. I have to remember to do that at the end of a migration, otherwise it'll break it. So just keep on repeating. If I forget to do that. I also have to separate this better. I've got the data model, which is just there, all the code first plus the context. The only reason migrator in there at the moment is so that it can get the namespace easily. When it does this DB update, it calls this migration resource. Oh yeah, so the migration namespace is just the namespace of the migrator. So that'll get this namespace here, because that needs to be attached to the front of the name there. That's the only reason I'm using that, but eventually maybe I'll put something in there, and then it'll just have a migrator CS inside migration, and then update 0123. Like I could put the migration, the DB update migration stuff inside there and get rid of DB update, but I just need to better separate concerns at the moment. Like in here I've got a test function for DB update. Don't really need it like that. And this was previously open, and then open was doing a DB update, so that's not really the way I want it to start off anyway. So I need to do a write-up of the startup process and what things it needs to do at the startup. I need to also list down the functionality that I want to put in there. So I'll probably start with doing that. I installed Office 2016. Okay, so let's go and add minutes. I don't know if you can actually see this. It's I don't know if you can see any of this. What's going on? Is my stream not updating again? What the hell? I'm getting a black screen now. Not sure what's going on. What is going on? It looks dead. Looks like my stream's dead. Is it dead? Okay, I don't know why that happened. Or if I'm going to get any audio. Not working very well for me. Right, just see if I'm working. Is my microphone's turned on? I'm not getting any audio. Let's try refreshing this. Okay, now I'm getting audio. Okay, main functions. Yes, that's what I was checking, if you can actually see it. Yeah, you can. I was getting blank screens and I was getting no sound, and I don't know, I think my stream quality is not really that great right now. So main function, no, I didn't change anything. I stream, I've got a hosted server and I stream through that just so that I can split it out to multiple streams because my internet speed's horrible. Video bitrate for me is very low, 500. Video bitrate, where was it? Yeah, 600. Mine's at 600. I haven't had the problem with the hosted server. I think it's my computer playing up because I've had the screen freeze 2 times now. I've had the webcam freeze a few times. Supported local PCs. Yeah, that doesn't really mean much. Like, I've got dual streaming going. Wilkie had dual streaming going. I'm streaming to an external server and then it connects in. They really wouldn't even know that I'm not doing it from my own machine. So it makes no difference. The only reason I stream from an external server instead of my own machine is because my bandwidth is horrible. I've got about 1 megabit upload. That's usually more like 800 kilobit upload, so I up at 600 kilobit. I'm hoping to get NBN sometime soon so that I'll be able to up at 1.5 megabit. Some of the main functions of this software were going to be yeah, you got bad uplink then, 600. Well, that's how fast I'm upping at the moment, but it keeps on going up to it says a few times like 700 kilobit instead. 725 kilobit is the highest it's getting. So it does go over a bit sometimes. I've got mine up being at 15 frames a second as well. Lower resolution and everything. Settings, what was mine at? Video is at 1096 by 616, which is why 720p. Yes, that's why it keeps on getting down to 480p on YouTube. I'll probably just do it at 480p, it'll be the same then. So photo receipts, store iOS and Android. We want something like Dropbox / OneDrive / Google Drive storing database. Windows. With iOS and Android apps. These are mainly for putting in something while you're out and about, or taking photos of your receipts. What else was there? There was reports, obviously. Import of transaction list formats by bank exports. Might have to go and have a look at some of the other budget apps as well. Used for budgeting. This one here is for budgeting. Used for tax return. Okay. Page. So this is goals. Go to this. Okay. Then this one can be or no, not to fix. This is going to be startup process So when you first start the application, we need to go check if data folder exists. Database file exists. Then it needs to do database migrations. I could make it that after doing a migration it just increments the version by 1. So here it's like run the migration, which it's done there. Here it knows what the current version is, can just increment it. No, if I don't do it that way, I can say from a certain version that it can just increment it past a few other updates that aren't needed. Okay, add a class. No, not add a class. Add a text file. Add a new item. A text file. And call it db create. Okay, db initialize. Okay. So in the db init, we want to do this. Okay. Create table. Like so. Okay, don't separate it on title lines then. Like so. Do I want to do this? Transaction. This needs a semicolon at the end. Maybe, but maybe not. This one does, so I just did it. Then this. Commit it. Okay. And create it, insert into setting, key value, values, db for 1, 0 even. Why does it still say 1 there? Oh, it doesn't say 1, it says 1 on the other thing. This says 0. So, okay, do the save that. Change this here to embedded resource. Save that. Close that. Now this can do the same thing, can't it? Migration namespace is that. So here in the create database, I can just say yes. Run migration. Run migration does that. Run migration, resource name. Is migration namespace plus dot init dot txt. So then I wouldn't need to do any of that. And you don't even need to do that, do you? Okay, so if I disconnect this one and just 2 back. Okay. So start it up. Should go create it, does. And then if I open it, setting, it's got a value of 1. Because it's currently created the rest of it. Cool. That. There's that. Because you don't need to call create file. I wonder if there's an option to have it. You have to do create file. SQLite. Callback. Connection flags. Anyway, so I don't need that. And I can run the migration to initialize the database. Then I can do the update after it's done, right? just going to rename it to DB, I reckon. Yep. Okay, so DB dot initialize. Yep, okay. So if the data folder doesn't exist, create it. If the file doesn't exist, create it. Then do the update. Get rid of all that. So create the database as that, which will then run the migration DB init, yes. Then do update that. So I'm going to change this to do migrations. It's private, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I don't need to do that at all. Then run the migration. Then they're all fine. Okay. I don't think I want system. Oh, no wonder I'm yawning. It's just hit 1 o'clock. stream for longer than I was planning to anyway. So it'll only ever do these ones. Oh wait, I haven't broken that, have I? DB. Resource name, current version. Oh, that's right, we just get the current version from the database and see if there's a resource that matches that with the format we want, and if there is, then we just run that. I need a CSV importer. That's one of the main things. Oh my god. I sit here for ages scrolling up and down through the code, not actually enter anything. Keep on just trying to think of naming rather than working on it. Should have figured out naming beforehand. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm sitting here doing nothing anyway. Might as well just go.